Hi, welcome you here with Mr. Canada today, and we're looking at fractions, decimals, and percentages. So, uh, we are going to see how we can switch to fractions to decimals, fractions to percentages, decimals to fractions, decimals to percentages, and lastly, percentages to fractions and percentages to decimals. Now, there is a method where you can just kind of go between fractions to decimals, and then decimals to percentages, and then likewise in reverse. However, if you kind of know the process to do all of them at once, then it can help out. Some people might just want to stick to the basics. So, besides that, we're going to do this with a calculator, without a calculator, and then we're going to compare different proportions. And we're going to do this largely through ordering our fractions, decimals, and percentages. So, very first off, one of the easiest ones is percentage to decimal. So, we're going to use this lots through our conversions because percent is actually defined as per 100. Okay, so per 100, and that is actually where we get our conversion. This is all we're doing. So when we calculate percent to decimal, we take this whatever a percentage is, so 60 here, and we just put it over 100. So we divide by 100. But we're going to divide by 100 in the sense that we're going to just move our place value or move our decimal place, right? So if I write down the number 60, and we know we have a decimal place at the end of every whole number, then I'm moving it left twice because dividing by 100 will do that. Really, the numbers are moving, but in terms of what we are physically doing to our page, we're moving our decimal. So we moved it to this left two places, and then we can rewrite 0.60. So this was actually my first example, so I'll just do it down here just to kind of show you. So every time set up a fraction with the numerator as a percent, so 60, and drop the percent sign, because the percent sign just means per 100. Okay? Then we have to just rewrite 60, move it left twice, and then we can write 0.60. That's our final answer. Next one let's look at. Let's look at 7%. So here we can put 7 over 100, write the number 7, and move the decimal place once. Well, now we don't have a number, but we know that there's always just zeros. So we have 0.07. Okay. And the reason we can do that is because really we could say 007, 007, but we know that we can just write the number 7. So those leading zeros we just don't count. But we could have as many as we want. So we can kind of just put them at the front anytime we want. We can't put them onto the right side, but we can put them onto the left side of the decimal place. So here, something a little bit harder, 13.02. Same thing, just put it over 100. Pretty soon you're just going to see the process of converting, and you won't even have to do anything. You'll just be able to state the answer as, well, it's 0.1302. Okay. So now, here are 9 questions for you to try. Pause the video. When you're ready, press play, and we'll go through the answers. Okay, welcome back. So, really quickly, we'll go through the answers. So this should be 0.50. Number 2 is 0.80. Number 3 is 0.25. Number 4 is 0.07. That one can sometimes confuse people. I know it was one of our examples, but it can confuse people, the ones where it just has one decimal place. Or one digit. So you start to see a little pattern develop, right? So you're just moving it over twice. So for a lot of the numbers that we use, we end up just writing a decimal place in front. But like I said, that's a lot of the numbers, not all, as you can see with the next two cases where we end up getting kind of weirder looking answers, especially with the 103.1%, right? Well, we move it twice to the left, right? And we're left with 1.031%. Or, sorry, not percent. But that's still a decimal answer, but it's greater than 1. And any decimal greater than 1 tells us that whatever we're going to multiply by will grow ever so slightly.